Labor rights. When I listen to all of that, my granny used to say, if you live in a glass house, don't throw a stone. And sit that down. All right. Labor rights. Settle down. I did tell you that you are going to get enough information that you can move to the highways and the byways, the streets and the lanes, and to make sure that you don't need argument, you don't need cascas, but you will have facts. And that is what we deal with in the Jamaica Labour Party. So coming now to address us, is a senior laborite, a senior man in the party, a 7-star general, hail from the constituency of St. Andrew Northeast. I speak of none other than the Minister of Justice, the Honorable Elroy. Chuck.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the Labour right, I'm gonna mash them up, yeah, Labour right, why mash them up, whoa. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the best Andrew, why mash them up, yeah, Labour right, why mash them up, whoa. Show the things now, we ever know on them, also bill now, we ever know on them, development, we ever know on them, plus the progress, we ever know on them, ring the bell them, we ever know on them, blow the hand them, we ever know on them, plus the move them, we ever know on them, champion, every champion, them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they get, and to why mash them up, yeah, Labour right, why mash them up, why, them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the Labour right, I'm gonna mash them up, yeah,
Labour right. So, my colleagues on the platform, I came here to support Donovan Williams. But when I listen to Lawrence Stewart, argument done.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the Labour right, I'm gonna mash them up, yeah, Labour right, why mash them up, why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the best Andrew, why mash them up, yeah, Labour right, why mash them up, why? Show the things now, we ever know on them, also bill now, we ever know.
Labour right. I know that Donovan Williams have done a lot for this constituency. Much more than the 30-odd years of Ronnie Thwaites and Victor Cummings. And no one better explain it than Lawrence Rowe. So I'm not going to go over it again, because Lawrence Rowe has done it. And I know with Lawrence Rowe's testimony, second term for Donovan Williams, sure. But you know, Labour rights, this is so right across the country. After 2020, there are about 15 seats that the Labour Party won, additional seats from 34. And most of those 15 seats, the Labour Party were winning them after 30 or so years of PNP representation. And when you see in the 5 years what the Labour Party MPs have done, not only are we should be proud of them, but they put the PNP of 30 years in shame. And you can understand Labour rights. When you take the leadership of the People's National Party, after them serve, many of them, for much part of the 30-odd years, them just stay in the constituency, you know. Them run. You take Peter Bunting, the man who Rhoda Crawford give a good backside him. Not only did he run from southeast Clarendon, run to central Manchester, and Rhoda Crawford beat him. And before him stayed there with the people, him run again, looking at a seat down in South Manchester. You see the same again with Damien Crawford. Run up in the Eastern St. Andrew, get beat up, run to Eastern Portland, get beat up, and him run down to St. Catherine. And how many of you, when you listen to Damien Crawford, you know he was a goat farmer. And when him talk, him sound like him talking to the goats. That's Damien Crawford. And when you take Wickham McNeil, 5 terms in Westmoreland, and him lose, him not stay with the people. No, him run gone to Northern Trelawney. It's the same you find out with Campbell, the General Secretary. Get beaten up in Northern Trelawney and run down to Eastern Westmoreland, looking a safe seat. So what I'm telling you, Labourites, all of these PNP, all of them, they're not interested in serving the people, helping the people. All they want is power. Power. And that is why the Prime Minister talk about them power hungry. And I say across Jamaica, the people of this country, especially those sitting on the sideline, must wake up and recognize that the representative of the People's National Party mean us no good. But you know, Labourites, we are a party to the Jamaica Labour Party. When we make promises, we keep them. How many of you remember 1.5? In 2016, we said when we win the election, we're going to, anyone earn it up to 1.5 million will no longer pay income tax. And the PNP them say, it can't be done. We're going to mash up the economy. Well, as soon as we came in, we not only implemented, but you know, the PNP them, who used to say it can't be done, now them want to put it to 3 million. And we are trying to explain to them, you must understand mathematics. If you put it to 3 million, it will cost $40 billion. But Nigel Clark and Favour Williams said, no, we can't go there now with putting up 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 to 2 million. But the PNP don't understand mathematics. So you hear Mark Golan say, the bus that costs $1.4 billion, that is too expensive. He's going to do something different. So he's going to let the children then pack up in taxi and pack up in buses and give the people $500 per day. The families $500 per day. Listen, Labourites. Me a mathematician, you know. You think I'm a lawyer? Me a mathematician. So me know them don't understand mathematics. So $500 a day is $2,500 per week. 2,500, 10,000 per month. They want to give 20,000 family, 10,000 per month. That's 200 million per month. And children go to school for at least 8 months, sometimes 9 months. Say 8 months, that's $1.6 billion for the year. And if they should ever implement that plan, not only the 1.6 billion disappear in 1 year, every year 1.6 billion, but where the bus them? Now with the buses, although we spent 1.4 billion, it wasn't to buy the buses alone. We not only buy the buses, but we have to fix them up. We have to pay for their transportation to get to Jamaica. And so all of that is a part of the 1.4. But the wicked, bad-minded PNP can give the impression that the 1.4 is what the buses cost. Not true. Daryl Vaza said the buses cost between 10,000 and 20,000 US, each of them. And I'm telling the Labourites, I have gone into one of the buses and them look good. Yes, they're 10 or 12 years old, but they will transport our children well. And then the PNP them, they want to rescue Jamaica. The only time Jamaica need rescuing is when the PNP in power. When the Labour Party is in power, we're always on the right track. And what on earth they want to rescue the Labour Party from? As Minister Williams tell you, from low unemployment, the highest number of Jamaicans working in this country. When we took power, 1.2 million people were working. We're now 1.25, 250,000 more jobs in the last 9 years. Can you believe that? This is a government at work for the people, a caring government. And what you want to rescue Jamaica from? You want to rescue Jamaica from the declining crime rate, declining murder rate? Under the PNP, the first time we ever had 1,000 murders was under the PNP. And it is under the Labour Party that we're going to take it down under 1,000. Labour rights, tell the rest of Jamaica, the Labour Party cares for Jamaica. And that is why we must choose Jamaica. Choose the Labour Party. Choose Andrew Holness. Choose Donovan Williams. Show our Labour rights.
Labour rights. Labour rights. Labour rights, you have information. You have the reason why you're choosing the Jamaica Labour Party. If it's more garbage truck, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party. If it's better roads, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party. If it's concrete house for those less fortunate, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party. If it's low crime rate, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party. If it's hospital repair and renew hospital, we choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Labour rights, I could go on and on and on, because there are so many reasons why we need to choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Labour rights, we are going to now hear from somebody who you know very well, especially those of you in Central Kingston. Those persons who would be in the downtown Kingston area know this person very well. This individual has been serving at various different levels in the Jamaica Labour Party, has been serving at various different levels at the municipal authority. The one person I speak of is going to be the next member of parliament for Central Clarendon. I speak of no other person than Delroy Feather Williams. Let's hear it, Labour rights.
Just when one of them have to say, when they got the moving there with them day. Them talk about me like every day, we talk about them like not one day. Don't forget, everybody just a fall away, yo, we can't be one and only that day. Hey, we have guys up like every day, we 3 pints no go so easy, then why we love to keep the city. We no care, if bad mind are really pretty, and if them try to violate it, now go pretty. One time we never too care, but now we pick it. Hey, nobody grow to do things because I know for you. They never tell enough for trouble when I trouble you. Somebody couldn't tell you, say so we obvious. They lie running when you please and it up.
Part of the struggle, make we know somebody where we like. Show impact boss. One impact boss. Well, I mean, we are waiting for the impact for Donovan, you know, but one impact boss.
When them cause for them go and complain, one of them pressure coming down.
No, nothing here.
Just can't get me off on your brain. Take you deep to a pop on you. Them quart and them.
Yeah, get rid of that again.
balling and them calling, no they want fit and if it came, me ride and just so high.
Labor rights, labor rights. Impact now left the game. No. We have come too far in central Kingston to leave the game. You know something? A lot of MPs do a lot of work, you know, all over. But you know what I like about Impact boss, Donovan Williams? It's not just about the work, you know. I want you to listen to me. It's not just the work he has done in central Kingston. Donovan has a real connection to the people of central Kingston. Because we can do work, you know. We can do work, but we're still not connected to people. And this is something we have to credit Donovan for. In his years of representation, not even one term yet, he has developed a closeness, a connection, a realness with the people of central Kingston. And that is to his credit and to your credit, because I know he understands you and you understand him. He's miserable sometimes, but you understand his miserableness. And so you're like a family now with him, and that is what I appreciate about the nature of his representation in central Kingston. The other thing about Donovan, you know, when it comes to central Kingston, and that's the reason why he's called Impact Boss. Really wants to make an impact in the lives of the people of central Kingston. Donovan really wants to improve the quality of life in central Kingston. He agonizes over it day and night. Sometimes when he don't have nobody for cuss, he call me and he cuss me. No, and I'm speaking the truth. He agonizes over central Kingston. He wants better for central Kingston. He's committed to the infrastructure development of central Kingston. Whether you talk about housing, sewage, water, road, just name it. He agonizes over those things. And when it's not happening fast enough, and he thinks that things going too slow, he calls me. And him cuss me, and him cuss me, and him cuss me, and him cuss me. Because he believes that if him cuss me enough, I'm going to take up the phone and I'm going to call a few people and cuss them. And things might happen. But the real point is that he's interested in the development of central Kingston. And he's committed to it, and he will not give up. He will not leave the game. He will see through the end the development of central Kingston. He's also fully committed to the professional development of the people of central Kingston. We're talking about now training our young people and our young adults and our middle-aged adults and just the people of central Kingston developing their skills in the different skills areas available. He is heavily invested in that. That is why he is fully committed and has done everything in line with the Art Trust training program. The free tuition at Art Trust NTA for people up to associate degree level. That is something I know he's always around trying to engage the young people to develop their skill set. That is not only important for the development of Central Kingston, it is also important for the development of Jamaica. It is important for us as we continue to grow the economy of Jamaica, that our young people, that our middle-aged young adults, that we invest in the development of our skills, invest and respond to the government's investment in you. As the government makes it easier and easier for you to obtain quality training at the various institutions across. So that is something I'm highlighting because I know Donovan, this is critical to him. Now, where we are. We are here where he has done, you have seen him. You know Donovan. You know what he's capable of. You know his strength and you know his weakness. You know him. And I believe you have confidence in his leadership. You believe that he will lead Central Kingston into development and continue the development of Central Kingston. So as we approach the election, and we are approaching an election, as we approach the election, weeks away, I don't know how many weeks, but weeks away, his fate is now in your hands. You are the ones that will decide if Donovan will continue on the foundation and the platform he has established for the growth and development of Central Kingston. That is in your hands. It is in your vote, the vote you cast on election day, but not just the vote. It is the work that you will do to ensure his victory on election day. It is all of that work. It is the canvassing. It is talking to your neighbors. It is continue to go out there day after day and speak to people and let them understand what the government has done for this country. And there are many things to highlight about what the government has done for this country. It's to highlight what Donovan has done in his leadership of the constituency over the last 4 years plus. You need to go out there and tell your neighbors and tell the residents of Central Kingston. I like this because we take it for granted sometimes that people are aware of everything. Not so. You have a responsibility as workers, as supporters, and just general as residents who want to see Donovan return after the next general election. You have a responsibility to go and speak to your neighbors and educate them in terms of what has been done at the level of the government and at the level of the constituency. As I close, labor rights in Central Kingston. I walked Central Kingston about a week ago. One section of it was a very good walk. The people are energized. The people are going to vote. The walk I did last week showed me that people are going to vote. And they are energized. I mean, I remember going to one home, a home with about 10 voters. Sorry, I lie. 19 voters. 19 voters, that's the truth. And when I went there, the lady was talking, and I said, boy, you know, me have a look a problem, you know, and nobody no see me problem. But you know what the lady said to me? After she said all of that, she said, you know something, but me I go vote, you know. Because we can't tell you, one thing we can't tell you, the MP work. A whole heap of things me see I do. A whole heap of things happen. So I'll do, I mean, I get that little thing, you know. Don't Don't believe it's a story I'm making up. And I can tell you the road, but I won't tell you the war. It's McQueenie. And the lady told me that she wanted something, she didn't get it, but she has seen the work done. And she respects the work that has been done by the MP and the team and the government. And she and her entire family, numbering 19, that they will go out and vote because they have seen the evidence. They have seen the work done to get their vote, and they are going to vote. Labor rights. That is the spirit. That is the spirit. And a lot of people across central Kingston, both labor rights and people who normally vote for the other party, they have seen the work, and they will go, some will go quietly, some will go loudly, but people will go out and cast their vote for the Jamaica Labour Party government, for the Holness government, for Donovan Williams and his representation here, because they believe that the work has been done. And they want that to continue. They want that to continue. I was walking Central Clarendon today and somebody said to me, look here, I tell you the truth. I'm not a hardcore labor right. But may I tell you the truth, the Holness government deserve a next opportunity because they have worked, and we have seen the work, and we have felt the work. Imagine a little part that me go whisper. Him say when him look on the other side, honestly, he doesn't see any alternative. He said to me, in today's Jamaica, looking at Jamaica today, looking at the digital world, that's how he spoke. He said, looking at the digital world, looking where we are going as a country, the only party, the only government that he has confidence in to take this country gloriously into the future is this current government led by the most honorable Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica. He was very clear that he did not see the quality and the leadership on the other side to think about them even at this time. So he told me that he will cast his vote early on election day for the JLP because he believes that the evidence is clear that the government deserves a next term. The opportunity to take Jamaica, continue to take Jamaica forward. No new taxes and so much investment in the infrastructure of this country, hardly borrowing money to invest in infrastructure. We don't know this in our history. This is new to us. This is a Jamaica. This is a government that is managing this country effectively and efficiently and in the interest of the people of this country. And I believe this to the core of my being. I'm not talking because I'm a JLP or I've supported the JLP. I'm not talking because of that. I am talking because the truth is staring us in the face. This is a government that has the interest of this country at heart. This is a government that has been pursuing growth and development in this country, and successfully so, without new taxes and without increasing the debt service ratio. Right, Minister of Finance? Yes. We're passionate about it, man. We're passionate about it. Jamaica, the future of Jamaica is before us. The future of this country is before us. The vote we cast when that time comes will determine where we go as a country. It is a serious vote. It is a vote for the future of our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. The shower labor rights. May God bless you. May God continue to lead you. May God have his face shine upon you and bless you and keep you in good health. God bless. Thank you very much.
Labor rights. The story must be told. And we know that we have the story, so we have to tell our own story. Because if we allow other people to tell the story, then it may not be as accurate as we know it to be. So labor rights. Sir. The most honorable Edward Philip George Siaga labor rights, let me hear you.
Yeah, labor right, why mash them up? Whoa. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what you best do.
Labor rights. We have heard from many persons since afternoon. This evening, we come to school, we ring the bell, and we are learning. But we have to remember where we are. We are here in the Almantown Division, in Kingston Central. And it's one boss. And it's one boss. And it's the impact boss. A theme place. And one good term deserve another. One good term deserve another. Labor rights of Kingston Central, you know, so when you ask the road you get. You know, so when you ask the house you get. You know, so when you ask the social welfare, that you get. You know, so when you ask for impact, an impact you get. So right now, labor rights in the earshot of my voice, I want you to welcome to the microphone the man himself, the history maker, the man who broke the mold here in Kingston Central for the Jamaica Labour Party. I speak of none other than the impact boss himself, Member of Parliament, Donovan Impact Williams.
Goes in one my glass. Once a man not one like them, no one give homage to the shower box. Look how much of them done have on it. Look how much of them borrow with style and never say man we a plan. We not really worry now because we don't want about some other party. We keep soon a car. But you see what you get not a pass. Always bring your opponents in another fun. From the making of the road and I'm gonna say him a qualify him from. Giving some when they see them as essential, Kingston then King shot. Some other side the teachers are flat and have no belief in that. If there's no marathon, we go to call up, show a boss, you know, make him fast. Then I want no for you see a chat, the man nobody. Yes, we are taking with the man nobody. Can't lose when I win in a yabby. All the other side look, they shabby. Can't get to you to then we already sorry. We go over here, so we ain't everybody. So cycle like the you, them a carry. Keep on thinking to us, find us like a family. Right now I know them seats, I find them a waste. I know them seats, I can have one place. And it's a time and time, them try to let me out bad mind. But time and time, I'm in the race. I will say, alright, then for me looking at that road and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna time,
Show us Central Kingston Labour Road. Almantown in the house. Campbelltown in the house. Raytown in the house. Spoilers in the house. Franklin Town in the house. Tel Aviv, Southside. Kingston Gardens in the house. Yes, man. They are here in their numbers. I want to acknowledge my colleagues on the platform.
Want to recognize our deputy leader, Desmond, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie. Big him up, big up West Kingston, boss. Want to recognize the beautiful lady. She look pretty. Yes. Who am I talking? The Honorable Minister of Finance, Donovan Williams. Look at her face. Give them the smile. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, man, the liberal lady, them look good enough. Yes. But that's right. Minister Chuck. Come on, Minister Chuck, you know something? I know you love Central Kingston, you know. He doesn't miss a meeting in Central Kingston. Big him up. Honorable Minister of Justice, General Chuck. Big him up. No, Dwayne Smith here. Let me tell you something about him. I always admire, he speaks, he's a smooth speaker, but he's surgical, he's incisive, and he gets to the point. And when he speaks, he's a man of substance. Big up yourself, Member of Parliament. Look here, my councillors are here. Mr. Dunkley, young lawyer. Dunkley, we're going to create an upset, you know. They're going to create an upset, you know. Dunkley, don't let them tell you can't do it, you know. I did it, and they were telling me the same thing. You can do it. Yes, they were telling me I couldn't do it. But Mr. Dunkley, don't give up. Feather. Feather him up. Yes, man. I call him and cuss him a lot. One feather, Delroy Williams, and I'm sure he will represent the people of Central Clarendon, and he will continue the good work of Mike Henry. Big him up. No, Davian, you know I can't leave you out because you know I'm a TikTok liar. A TikTok liar. And I want you to know, you know, him giving them headache over East there, you know. Him giving them headache. Yeah, man, but you know, as the MP, sometimes you can't take up every case. I want you to know that Vassal is a man I can call upon and say, Vassal, handle this for me, because you know my position. And Vassal never hesitate. And I want you to big you up and respect you for that. And you are going to be the next member of parliament. You're going to create upset. Yes, man. And I see my councillors here. Myers, Firebrand Myers, West Rural, man. Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat. Big up my campaign manager who is here, Howard Chamberlain. You know, why did I leave this man for last? Is it the last one? Why am I leaving him for last? Hold on, before I touch him, big up my councillor Rosalie Hamilton, who's unavoidably absent. One Rosie, where's that? One Rosie. One Andre. Big up Andre. I always tell you, you know, Andre is a good youth. Andre never left us. He's still with us and doing a lot of work. Big up the Central Kingston workers who are here. Desmond, you have to give me the time to big them up, you know, my Central Kingston workers, because they're ready. They're ready. The energy is there. And I know they are going to be doing wonders. Supervisors, zone supervisors, PD captains, runners, indoor, outdoor, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. All right, I tell you, I'm going to leave him for last. You know, after that speech, I don't think I needed to make any speech, you know, because one Lawrence Rowe, what you say? Hey, look here. I don't need to say anything, you know. Lawrence said it all for me, you know. Watch this now. A long time I tell Lawrence, you know, from I came here in 2020 and I met him, you know. I say, you know, say you want labor, right? Yes. Oh, remember the book? Where did I see him again? I think it was Regent Street. I was walking and I saw this young man and him, and him start asking me questions about my plans. And I start to interview him and then somebody say, say, him I want big PNP. And I in the challenge ran it tweets. And I say, that look man here, and it looks so simple. But when I start to talk to him, I realize him never so simple. Never simple at all. And I said to him, I said to him,
All right, labor rights. Labor rights. License number 9719 KK. You must remove your vehicle now. 9719 KK. You must remove your vehicle now.
We are coming to you live from Central Kingston, the Choose Jamaica public meeting, and the meeting has a platform, and we heard popping sounds. Not quite sure what those sounds were, but a police unit moved towards the popping sounds, and the laborites who were behind the stage started scattering. I'm not sure if they were gunshots, but as the member of parliament was speaking, popping sounds rang out and the laborites scattered. A police unit that's on location moved towards the popping sounds. The member of parliament has retaken the platform, so we'll go back to the stage now.
I tell him you're a labor right, Yes, man. And so said, so done. And he's here today as fate would have it. Him try to hide, him try to run one at a time, but he had to come back, Yes, so I want to big up Mr. Rowe, who has done well for the Almontown division, has done well for his community and the people of Almontown. No. No. Era Council 1, Deputy Leader, I want to assure you that Central Kingston is not the Central Kingston that it used to be. I hear some people saying that you have some places that they control and they own. But the people are saying that that can no longer happen. Look here.
Shout, 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 shout.
All right, settle on everyone. Things under control. Things under control. Let's get back to the meeting. Don't let them distract us, Yes, they try it. They try it this evening, And we're not going to allow it, They're trying it. Because they know say Labour Party river come down. Bank to bank. And so they are going to do everything to distract us. So I want to tell the Era Council 1 that Central Kingston is in good stead. We have done the work here, as you have heard the speakers mention here, the work that we have done in this community. If I begin to list it, we won't end tonight. If you touch roads, we have the track record. There is a, I saw someone putting up a flag for the other side on the street, Regent Street, 34. You know, there was a street up here that we call 34. No, when I came here, 34 was in a bad state. The road was terrible. And we repaired Regent Street in the Almontown division. They like to say that we don't do anything for the Almontown division. Mash down that lie. We repaired Anna Street. You remember Anna Street, what it was like? We repaired Anna Street. We repaired, under the Sparks program, we repaired Lincoln Terrace. We repaired so many roads in this constituency. Some that has never been touched for years. So when it comes to roads, they can't challenge us here. You know, I went to a funeral recently, and I was, when after the funeral ended, I was leaving, and up to me, a senior citizen, and she said, "You, Mr. Williams?" And I said, "How are you, Mom?" And she greeted me, and we shook hands. And she said, "I have to thank you, you know. I have to thank you." I said, "Remind me, tell me, man, what is it about?" And the lady said, she's from Franklin Town. Franklin Town, that they say, well, you know, they claim it. The lady said, for years, my road was never fixed. And under you, you're the first MP that came and fixed our road. And that went call the name of the road. Yeah.
Labor rights, Mr. Portland himself, the man who said, in a Portman main, the Honorable Harold Vance, labor rights, let us welcome the Minister, Harold Vance. For your families, come on and do your part. Vote for the best, vote for Jamaica.
Welcome, Mr. Portland. Nice to have you in Central Kingston. Oh, we need to change the name from Mr. Portland to Mr. Bossman. Mr. Bossman. But you'll hear from him. No. So I want to tell you that where it concerns roads, we have done so many in Central Kingston, and you know, because you have experienced it, because it is important that we rehabilitate our roads in the constituency. When it comes to social housing, you know, somebody looked at me the other day and said, "MP, do you know that it is the first that we are having a MP or government building a brand new house for a resident in Franklin Town?" Did you know that? Under the social housing program, we built a brand new 3-bedroom house for a gentleman in Franklin Town. And one of the residents said they have never seen that before. So, you know, I hear them say Franklin Town is their territory. But I want them to know that there is no things have changed in Central Kingston. Franklin Town is on its way to the Jamaica Labour Party because they see the work. We just repaired a football field over Franklin Town, the Azteca Mini Stadium. My brother Ro mentioned it. In 1 week, they called me. And I'm going to tell you the story about that. You know. I need to say it. I got a call from the youngsters over there. And they said, "Mr. MP, you need to come and look at this football, this stadium that we're on. It's a little court, but they play basketball, netball, and everything over there." So I said, "I'm going to go over there. It's Franklin Town. It's my place, same way. That's how we run the whole place." So I went over there. And the youngsters show me. And guess what? The surface rough. The terrain, it was not good. People are about to, people are drop. And I made a call to the Sports Development Foundation, and I made a call to some contractors who were in the community doing roads. And I said, "Look here, I have to help these youths." But you know something happened? when the contractors, when the people went over there, a lady came and locked it up. Them says the councillor sister and the councillor sent her. She chained it up. Nobody can do nothing over there. So we call the police. Come and see the land title. You can't lock up where you don't own. So I call the police, and the police came, and the police asked the person the question, do you own this property? No. Do you have a title for the property? No. So on what basis you are locking up the property? You know why? They must stop the progress. They must try to stop the progress. And you know what? The people in a Franklin town march up on them and say, take up. And the man them take off the lock and throw it away. Can't stop the progress. We're going to give another one. Now that they have a brand new surface over there. I put it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, DWilliams_JA. You see how they feel pretty. We are improving our sports facilities. But I'm going to give another joke over Franklin Town. I don't want to spend the whole time on it, but I have to mention this. There were two drains over there that were bad. You know when the taxi them drive over them, drop in a hole, and the taxi man them cuss me every day. Them say, MP man, you have to do something. You have to do something. One at Yard Street, Upper Yard Street and Victoria. One at Albert Street, I think, and Victoria. So the taxi men reach out to me, and the neighbors and the residents say, MP, do something. So I put it on a program called REACH, the government program. It's a road program and an infrastructure program. I put it on the REACH program. I said, all right, people are going to fix it. So we went over there. The program was approved. And we went over there with the contractor. And the NAA, National Works Agency representative, came over there. So it is an official thing and on a backdoor business. And we looked at the drains, and the contractor said Monday, that was I think Thursday or Friday. And the contractor said Monday we're going to start the work. Over the weekend I get a call. Said the place is being dug up. Digging up, people digging it up. Men there doing work. I say, hey. So I call the contractor and say, oh, you tell me says Monday you're coming. And the place start dig up. How come? Because, you know, you want to recommend a little people to get work here and there. So I was surprised. To my surprise, I heard that a certain person over there heard that I was going to fix the drain after so long, and I don't know what happened. Them dig it up and throw a little cement tonight. I'll know if you go over the water cycle night, same way. Why? No one the MP fix it. That is the kind of politics we must cut out. We don't practice them politics. The argument is that if the MP fix it, MP go and get credit. So when you elect the MP for, does it fix the place? That is the kind of politics we must shun. Leave them kind of politics there. Because right now the drain don't fix good. And the NAA people are surprised. That is an example of us working for the people all over. We don't watch colors. We do the work. I want you to know that when it comes to housing, we have plans for the community. You see the housing that we have been doing. We're giving people concrete house, don't? Yes, man. We don't build board house. The first two houses that were built in the constituency for needy residents, qualified residents, were built by Desmond Mackenzie. Premier, Minister of Local Government, big him up. You never know that, Desmond. You built, recommended and assisted under the indigent program, they call it there. That was the name they had given it. First two houses. And after that is us, house pan, house. Vaz like to say, Minister Vaz said, bus pan, bus. But I'm going to tell him, house pan, house pan, house pan, house. So you are the bus man, me are the house man. And I want you to know houses are coming. Right down at East Street, we're assisting some fire victims, and we're doing a multi-family residence down there. I always talk about this one. Well, next week, I think it's next week, or in a couple of days, the Prime Minister is coming back to Central Kingston to break ground for a new 21 apartment building.
Shout, 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 shout.
So he's going to open 5 houses first, you know. He's going to open 5 new houses. Give 5 residents, family. Oh, he might cut the ribbon. Cut the ribbon, PM. Cut the ribbon. And then he might go break ground for 21. Now, tell me something. What are we going to give them? One song say, they might go get what? Heart attack. What song they go? Beanie Man? Eh? Oh, the heart attack song go. Come select that. Give them heart attack. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Boy, you do it. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. So we're going to build more houses. And tell you what, I have more people who have applied. I see one sitting near. I don't want to call her name. But she was approved. So the fire victims at Fleet Street, over 30 of you, 40 of you, your assistance is as approved. It's coming through. Some getting house, some getting building materials. Water lane fire victims, you see, we respond to our people. We care. You're getting your materials next week. Everybody, we look after our people. Fire victims, we are prone to fire, and I tell you, you must be careful this summer. Watch the heat and the fire, all right? Take care. Because, you know, when the fires come, we have to respond, and it costs money. Price Lane, we had a fire down there the other day. A good thing is that I learned that UDC owned that building, so it's not going to be very difficult for us to help the residents there. Where was the other fire? Arnold Road. Your thing is that the government of the social housing unit being processed. So we are helping our people. This is a caring MP and a caring government. I have to wrap up, you know. I can't so much things, but speakers are here now. Can't keep it too long. Zinc fence, I don't have to talk about that. You see, right now we just finished one at Ironburn and Last Street. Ironburn and Last Street, and we're going to start 5 more next week. We're going McQuinney, we're going Charlotte, we're going Lacey Road, we're going Wellington Street, we're going all over. We're going James's Street. We don't left out nobody. We know what color. And some of these areas that they are saying were one time, okay, our era, because the era man say, he don't understand how Tel Aviv people vote Labour right. And he don't understand how spoilers people vote Labour right. And he don't understand how Altman Town people vote Labour right. When them see the work, them have to vote Labour right. Because, you see, them have it so long, and nobody do nothing for the people, them. So the people them see change and the people are embracing the impact. What do you say? Yeah, man. So major crimes are down. I call Andrew at the most honorable Prime Minister, good friend. I call him and I say, look here, you have to do something, man. You have to do something about the crime. Let's tackle it and develop this place. And just say, you know, the best thing for this community is a Zozo. Sorry, the most honorable Prime Minister. Sorry for saying Andrew. He's my good friend, but he's the most honorable Prime Minister says to me, Donovan, I think you're asked, I press him for the Zozo. I say, we need it to keep the place calm. Not to hurt our young men. We don't want to hurt nobody. We don't want to damage our young men. We want to develop our young men. We want them to get another vision. We want them to see another path. We want them to calm down, relax. Start to live in peace and harmony. Stop fighting one another. So the Zozo came and it settled the constituency. So much so that we are the best performing Zozo now. And under the Zozo, more infrastructure work is coming. A lot of things are coming for Central Kingston. Housing is coming. We have identified land down there to build social housing. And we're not joking when we talk, we're serious. So in other words, we really don't see anything yet, you know. When it comes to Central, we don't see anything yet, you know. We don't see any. That's why you have to put back the impact bars for the second term. What do you say? We have to continue the work. The young men are looking work now. The young men stop fire the gun. The crime is down. The young men are think serious now. Them not no time for the play thing. That is why our crime rate is so. Look how much party having. I passed down here last night and I see one party and I say, what is this? When I look, it's a water party in the middle of the road. Why do you think that can happen? Because people are living now in peace. We're keeping quiet. So Central Kingston, the future is bright. We're going to work on the sewage system. We're going to continue to work on the roads, build houses, education. We'll continue to help our young people. It's now back to school. We're going to continue to help our young people. Continue the impact. And I want you to tell Era Council 1 that when the most honorable Andrew Holness fly the gate or ring the bell, Central Kingston will be ready. Show them
You have heard from your MP, and he's going to be your MP whenever that time comes once again. At this point, we are going to hear from Mr. Portland himself. We're going to hear from the minister that has transportation as his passion. We're going to hear from the man who calls himself the action man. I speak of no other than the Honorable Darrell Vaughan.
Good evening to my clean-hearted, well-thinking laborers. Turn to come up the hero circle. I see some laborers that go down the road and them say, boss, nobody go up there, no. The man, them a fire up a whole heap of shot. They say, oh, when they come close and see a police car, they say, boss, be careful. They say, don't worry yourself, man. Let me tell you something. They are so desperate, Desmond, that they are prepared to do anything. But we're not afraid of gunshot. No time at all.
I'm gonna rush them like a pit bull, mix with a ratty, shot them like a rifle, mix with a shotty, and over them, have to watch it, chatty like a pig.
But it is a sign and a signal. Take sleep and mark death. They are desperate. They see power slipping away from them day by day because of their bad mind actions. All I say to you tonight, before I get into my speech, is to be careful. Don't let them draw you out. Walk them out. Because what they want to do is to bring back the old-time politics that we're going way far from 1980, come right back from 1976. But understand that you have a government and you have a police force that are going to protect you. So just go and ease yourself, do what you have to do, and don't make them carry out. Don't make them draw you out. And I said that on the background that you would have seen last week, or earlier this week, I should say. We handed over 93 new JUTC buses to the people of Jamaica. All the people of Jamaica, not one set of people. And Almighty God, not even hours, Desmond, when the bus them roll out. And them start to stone the bus them. 6 incidents in less than 48 hours. More incidents in 48 hours than for the entire last year. Nobody no need to tell me. Because when I look and see where the stoning is taking place, I know Tivoli Gardens, I know Central Kingston, every area is a stronghold of the opposition. So no police never tell me nothing. They are wicked, they are evil, they are dog-hearted, and they are no good for Jamaica. None of them. When you talk about one of the most transformative policies that this government has implemented, where we have over 60 children that have died in the last 3 years in rural Jamaica, school children. Over 700 injured. Some of them, I had one last week in my constituency that got injured. 2 died in Buff Bay and a couple injured last year. He came to the PEP exam last week, my award ceremony. He's crippled and he's blind. And he was a very, very prominent student at Titchfield. And you tell me that we are going to introduce a school bus system for rural Jamaica, for all of rural Jamaica. And the only thing you can say is that we are bringing bus to kill our school picnic. Let me tell you something. They are going to pay for it dearly because Tom drunk, but Tom no fool.
They going tired of the bus. They going to say, bus. Yo.
But what I can tell you, without fear of contradiction, whereas they have a Jamaican saying Tom drunk, but Tom no fool, we can tell you, say, PNP drunk and them damn fool. Because anybody who can fight against JUTC new bus and rural school bus is a wicked set of people. They're going to get bus after bus after bus after bus after bus after bus after bus. They're going tired. Pissy bus. But while they are seeing bus, they are going to, the people of Jamaica, the commuters of Jamaica, are finally going to get a transportation system, a public transportation system that they can feel proud of, and they can know when the bus come in, what time it come in. The parents of the students can go up on an app and see whether or not them child on the school bus, when them reach school, when them leave school, when them come off of the bus, so you know where your child is, rather than leaving them out there and just praying to the Almighty God every day that them reach school and reach home safely. That is what good governance is all about. And anybody fight against that?
Slew them up bare feelings, them a carry. Them done go already and them can't say them sorry. Feelings them a carry. You know what, them something again. Wait, no, what you eating?
So you see like how I come late and the meeting running late? But just a burn a small fire tonight. But we have plenty more fire for burn because election no announced yet. But let me tell you something. Any opposition leader, any hierarchy of a political party that can find everything wrong with government, and when government do good, they neither want to participate or they don't want to give credit. Crime is down at an all-time low. If we continue on the same trajectory, we will have less than 800 murders this year, and yet still they won't embrace it and say government are do well with crime. Urban center, they won't say government doing good for St. Thomas. Water projects, they won't give no credit. They say all we are doing cut ribbon, cut ribbon, cut ribbon. But let me tell you something. It's two things that I leave you with tonight, which is what you must consider and you must make sure and talk to everybody. And that is, if the People's National Party ever, by any chance or stretch of the imagination, take control of this country again, the first thing them do is lock down the rural school bus system. Remember that I tell you that. And we have a commitment to you, the people of Jamaica, that not only we're going to roll out the 110 bus in September, but within 2 years, the 850 rural schools, every one of them will have a dedicated school bus service for the rural school children of Jamaica. What the PNP say? Them say them are going to get 20,000 family, $2,500 a week. That is $1.6 billion of cash money where you can't account, no transparency, and you're putting the children in same harm's way on the same public transportation system, which is what is causing them the problem now. We are giving you a rural school bus system that will allow $50 going, $50 coming. So the parents do have to decide now when they're paying $300 to $600 per child per day. And they have to decide one out of the four which look the brightest and send them to a school and make the other three go fend for themselves. This government is giving every child and every parent the opportunity to send their child to school, all of them, to get the best education they can get. We introduced a JUTC service at a subsidized rate that you can go to any major township from here to Negril, Montego Bay, St. Ann, Portland, $2,000. We are giving you the opportunity. If you can't afford to do it one way, you can do it our way. That is the responsibility of the Jamaica Labour Party. I close by telling you the other decision that Jamaica has to make, and that is the JPS license. This government has indicated that the JPS license that expires in 2027 will not be renewed on the same conditions that the PNP negotiated and implemented in 2001. For all intents and purposes, anybody who wants to negotiate with the Jamaican government, the Jamaica Labour Party government, we're going to tear up that license and start from scratch. We're going to give you a license that is beneficial to you, the people of Jamaica, and not the licensee, whoever that may be. That is the commitment of the Jamaica Labour Party. So you have to decide whether you want the same government we signed the license in 2001 and 2016. The same minister, Philip Palwell, who are run up in mouth. Jamaica must decide whether they want Darrell Vaz and the Jamaica Labour Party. First opportunity that this administration has ever gotten to negotiate a license from scratch. They have gotten 2 opportunities, and the Jamaican people have not benefited. We are getting the first chance, and we are going to get it right, because the people of Jamaica and the country of Jamaica is the priority and will be the priority in any conditionalities of a new license.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on, come on, come on.
So, labor rights, I have so much more to say, but I am late. So I have to make sure that I follow protocols. All I can tell you, for the next few weeks until such time as the Prime Minister call it an election night, I am going to go across the length and breadth of Jamaica to sell the message of the Jamaica Labour Party. And I say to you tonight, see what my shirt say? We burn bad mind. And I say to you, I'm going to burn them from now till whenever that election. All I want you to do is choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. We will be victorious, because Jamaican people don't like bad mind. Bad mind is not something where you can cure. Bad mind is something you're born with. It can't cure by medicine. It can't cure by treatment. It's something you're born with, where you're just bad mind and envious of people and how they get what they get. Burn them out, Jamaica. Burn them out, Jamaica Labour Party. God
Labor rights. Where the action man say, bus after bus after bus after bus. September morning were nice because Jamaica Labour Party cares for the people of Jamaica. And so we deserve to remain the party in government, offering care, compassion, support, and prosperity to the country. Labor rights, we are at the point when you are going to hear from